Good morning. Well, I've got an awful feeling that the camera's going to cut off on me, but we'll start anyway. Right, first of all, I got my, well, I've been waiting for it coming for ages, and then when it come, I didn't realise it was so tiny. I don't know if you can see it or not. I stupidly didn't sort of read the, the dimensions, and I was expecting this much bigger box, but anyway, it does hold some of the beads and everything, so all is not lost. And this also came, again, it's not quite what I was expecting because I wanted it to be narrower than that. But the good news is that I'm going to Manchester tomorrow with my lovely niece. We've arranged to, hire a mobility scooter, and I'm going to go to the arts and crafts place. I won't be able to afford a thing in there, but I just want to go because I've not been for years. And it is a beautiful place, and I just want to go and have a nosy. And then hopefully I'm going into Abercorn or wherever and have a little nosy around. And Buster's trying to get in on the active. What have I been doing? Well, not an awful lot actually. I've managed to do more on the bolero. I've actually only got the little tiny cap sleeves to do now, and the edging, and then I've finished it. I don't know what, well, I think it's been so hot and sticky, but today it's a lot cooler today. Well, it was a lot cooler yesterday, hence I did some crocheting. What else have I got to show you? Oh, my friend's daughter made me a bracelet, one of those, stretchy rubber band ones. Margaret Orlando will know what I mean because Thomas has been making all sorts of things. What else have I been making? Well, I'm still on the little dolly things. I did sell the other things on eBay, but I don't know whether I'll be making much more because the profit that you make is minimal, for all the time it takes really. But I did make this little evening dress. Where is she? But I'm a bit disappointed with myself really because it has a split at the side. But if I put the split where it's supposed to be, the embroidery and the sequins kind of too far, around the side. I really wanted them more at the front. Sorry, putting it too far down for you. I wanted them more at the front, but as it, if I get the split in the right place, they come around. I made her originally a curly scarf, but I decided it was much too big looking for her, so I made her a little stole instead in silver. And I made her originally a little sort of turquoise handbag. I decided that was too big, so I made her instead a little silver handbag. I think I made my second child here. And then that's a little headband. You can't actually see, there's a little sequin in the middle of all the flowers, but it's so small you can't actually see it. And what I'm doing at the moment is, let me put these bits back in the bag because they're so little I keep losing the handbags. What I'm making at the moment is, I'm knitting. Yeah, knitting. And it's so thin, honest to God. So thin. Whoops, wrong way around. So thin. So I'm 2mm needles and I'm using the crochet cotton. So it's very thin. What I'm actually using is I'm using a pattern. If you've got Barbie dolls, there's some lovely, it's called Stickin', what do we call it? Hang on. Let me get my glasses. Stick-a-till Barbie. I don't know why it's Stick-a-till Barbie. But they've got some gorgeous free patterns on it. But I'm trying to make that, but obviously I'm going to make it smaller sized, to fit Pippa. What else is called? Well, finally, the interweave that went missing finally turned up, although I'm having a bit of a wrangle with them because they decided they'd try and charge me twice for it, but I think they've sorted it out now. They sent me the replacement as if I'd just ordered it, and so I lost my next copy that is to come. So I'm hoping you can see these things because as usual the camera's not around the back of me. Flowers. I hope you can see. I hope that the light from the window is not shining on it. I never get this right, when I'm showing magazines. And I don't think I ever will because I'm clueless that way. a very fine shawl. It's all fine stuff really. Fine necklace, fine earrings. Buster, there is absolutely nobody there. Buster is growling at Mr. Nobody. Again, that is very, very fine. It must be fine crochet week. And again, that one's quite fine. I do hope the light from the window's not glaring. I took a chance because it's not sunny today. I think my statement necklace is a bit overstated today, wearing a floral dress, but hey ho. That's her dress. I don't really care for the colours they've chosen. And that's the pattern that's on the front cover. Again, I don't mind the pattern, but I'm not keen on the sort of drab colours they've chosen. Now, of course, being a hippie in my head, that one's definitely a me type one. Although whether I would ever make it for me is another statement. But I might wear it over a long dress, you know, like an overdress or something. And then this one, definitely not for me, the shorts. But, you know, they're quite pretty on someone else, and there's a bag and whatever. And again, crochet trousers for me, no, they may be fashionable on somebody nice and young and nice and slim, but I think the neighbourhood is not ready for me wearing crochet trousers. What else? I should mark these pages, shouldn't I, instead of flipping through them all. There must be something else in the thing. Oh yeah, summer days, it's a Shirley thing, very, very open. And once again, they've used very, very drab colours, it doesn't really show it off. Now that I'm tempted into, really, just as an over top, you know, with a dress. But again, it's done in finer cotton. And that's one of the circular waistcoats. There's the back view of it. And I think that that's it really for that one. I think, let me just check. Yeah, that's an advert, yeah, I think that's it. My inside crochets come. Now the front cover, I mean, whilst the stitch is very, very pretty, why have they put the pink in it? To me it looks like, oops, I've run out of wool, I'll just stick pink in the middle. I don't know why I'm getting picky in my old age. I'm turning into a grumpy old woman. I don't know whether you have it in America or not, but we have in England a series that used to be on the TV where there was these ladies of a certain age, my age and a bit younger. Buster, it's not us, not for us. Delivery wagon going past. Having a grump about life in general, you know, what pees them off about certain things like supermarket bags and stuff like that. And I'm turning into one of those. Now this I do like, it's just me, it's just nice and plain and basic. Done in quite a close stitch, so it's more of a winter cardigan. That one's not too bad, but again we're on to the what I call the patched up coat. Those two, sorry, but they're not for me. I hope you can see them without the glare. We once again got the stupid photographs to go. I mean, that's actually a photograph of a bangle and some earrings, but you wouldn't really notice, would you? Buster, there's no one there. And that's a nice collar, but she's got her hands all over it, all around her neck. I hate to whine and whinge, but honestly, you pattern people are getting worse. I mean, why can't they just take every photo like that? I mean, I don't like it, but at least you can see what the hell it is. I mean, sorry, but it looks very, very droopy. It's just a man going by on his bicycle, thank you. Nice of you to tell me. Then we've got a cushion or whatever, mats, and then that's quite a nice tea cosy, but it's so pale. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but it is quite nice. I mean, there's a lovely one on the back, but of course that's a paid for pattern that you have to buy. Again, that's a nice one, but it's an advert. I think really that's sort of about it in here. There's just nothing much in this one at all this time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you can, oh, you can't really see the stitch. And I mean, look, I mean, it's a beautiful photograph of somebody's embroidered blouse, isn't it? Well, it's supposed to be amber bracelet and earrings. I don't think I'm going to bother you showing any more out of here because... Oh, that's the collar looking a bit better. It's not just a child's, it's everybody's size. I mean, I do actually like that collar, I just don't like the way that they've printed it out. Oh, you know, I'm just so enthused, as you can tell. So enthused. Now, I did write myself a note telling you what I was going to tell you, but it's floated over there. Oh, I know. It's little Gigi was here yesterday, and it was so sweet. They're moving house across the way. And they were like, he's only a little chihuahua, the one I looked after when he was poorly. And him and Buster get on really well, but they're like little and large, and, you know, he follows Buster around everywhere. And yesterday, Buster was sleeping on the sofa, and the little Gigi's about that size, dripping wet through. And he was trying to cuddle up next to Buster, but Buster was having none of it. But we'll see how we get on, because I'm looking after him for 2.5 weeks when they go on holiday. He gets on well with everybody, he doesn't mind, yeah. And they decided to leave him with me while they were moving because they'd have the doors wide open, and, you know, he doesn't really go out kind of on his own, he's always on a lead, so they didn't know whether or not if he got out he'd know where to find his way home. And also, like, there's always a scare when you've got people bringing beds and sofas and things through that somebody would tread on him because he gets in the way a bit. So I was looking after him. So I'm looking forward to having him for 2.5 weeks sometime soon. It's not that long off, I don't think. And also in the future I'm actually going to meet Hayley and her mum, you know, Hayley from Hayley's house. So I'm finally going to meet, I've only ever met, Mel. Mel, she knows who I mean. I've only ever met her. So off the YouTube people, you know, my crochet people, because most people actually that I follow, they live either down south or they live like Hayley in Scotland, or most of you live in the US or parts, Canada, whatever parts, where I can't get to anyway, I've got no chance. So it will be nice to meet Hayley and her mum. I'm hoping to remember to take the camera so we can do a bit of you know, a YouTube together, 2 of us. But we won't have anything to show. Because we're not going to take our crocheting, because we're only meeting up for a meal, so we're not going to take crocheting with us, I'm sure. But it'll just be a little chit chat between us. Oh, and her mum's being there, so it'll be a chit chat between the 3 of us then, yeah. So anyway, that's all I've got to say for today, except it's a dull day. I think the UK summer, all week and a half, 2 weeks of it, I think we've had it. The forecasters got it wrong. They said it was going to be 81 degrees F here today, and it was going to be bright and sunny all week. And it looks like it's going to rain. It's so dull and so overcast, but it's still very warm, still very muggy. Anyway, hopefully I will have more on the subject of crocheting to show you next time, because I'm getting very boring with my YouTube videos. And I've usually got lots to show you. Oh, tut tut, Janet, pull your socks up and get something done. Right, okie dokie, bye for now.